Good evening, Dr. Council, classmates, and special guests. I am John Rasberry, and tonight I'm going to try and persuade to handle a major issue in our country the way I think it should be taken care of. What is your opinion on the newly proposed healthcare reform in the United States? Many people think differently on this topic. I'm here tonight to show you that we need a better solution to allow everyone to have health care. Neither the Democratic nor the Republican parties will agree on how to offer health care to all of the population. There is too much distance and pride held personally by each party as a whole. These parties need to utilize solidarity. Solidarity is when two individuals or two foreign objects come together to make one solid, stable connection between the two. It almost acts as a bridge that acts as connection to the other side. Joe Gandelman wrote on the website, The Moderate Voice, that the parties can't agree on exactly what this bill means. Here's a video that illustrates the confusion and differences that are seen throughout both parties about this healthcare bill. After watching the video, obviously people are having a hard time understanding exactly what is going on.
In Washington, no one's budging on health reform.
It is time to listen to the people and to start over.
No matter how hard we tried, no matter how hard the president tried, Republicans just weren't serious.
So President Obama says game over and tells Democrats to schedule a vote in the next few weeks, whether Republicans agree or not.
I do not know how this plays politically, but I know it's right.
What Republicans want, starting over, is not an option, he says.
For us to start over now could simply lead to delay that could last for another decade, or even more. The American people and the U.S. economy just can't wait that long.
Democrats plan to use a procedure called reconciliation to force a vote with the support of just 51 senators instead of 60.
The American people are entitled to an up or down vote, and that's what they're going to get.
Republicans counter they've been left out.
All behind closed doors, not on the floor of the Senate, and that's regrettable.
And they claim the few Republican ideas President Obama added to his plan, like curbing fraud and cracking down on malpractice suits, don't compensate for its massive cost.
It just doesn't work because the bill is so bad.
Good or bad, soon it may be done.
All right. Your handout shows the savings that the Democrats say will take place because of this reform. But it also shows the tax increases that are likely to happen. This illustrates that the savings will amount to $316 billion, while the tax increase will overcome the amount by another $2 billion. So, by this illustration, it looks as if we have actually be spending more than we save. This is what is making this issue so hard for people to agree on the right thing to do. Now that we all know the problem that our country faces, I have come up with a plan that would help to regulate the issue. Instead of making the wealthier people spend more on taxes to cover the less fortunate, while also not making those less fortunate have to suffer for things that they might even not have a say-so about. I'm going to set up a commission to control medical and drug costs. I'm going to set up this commission to regulate hourly prices on medical expenses. The government already has many commissions set up that run and regulate things we use every day. An example of this is the Securities Exchange Commission that sets up standard rates that apply for the use of electrical power and natural gas prices. When is the last time you went to the doctor and knew exactly how much you were going to spend, how much that visit was going to cost you, or how much you're going to spend on a prescription drug? Obviously, this doesn't normally occur. This commission will set up standard rates for all medical expenses so the patient knows exactly how much things will cost, and also the insurance companies will know and be able to plan for better coverages, ultimately resulting in the cost of insurance to drop. in order for the political parties to be able to agree on something like this, they need to follow the example that Lech Walesa has given. Lech Walesa was the president of Poland in the 1980s. The handout that I've given you shows the pictures of Walesa, and it's obvious he was a man of his people. Before becoming president, as a hard worker in a shipyard in Poland, he fought against what was happening in this country. The Soviet leaders were pushing Poland toward communism, taking away their independence. In Ehringer's book, Strike for Freedom, he tells the story of Walesa and how the Soviet government took control of Poland with martial law and detained Walesa and other Solidarity leaders so they could not strategize against them. After being released from holding, Walesa led his country back to freedom from communism by exercising solidarity with his people. The Democratic and Republican parties in our government today will not agree on terms of healthcare reform. We need solidarity in our country. We need to take after Lech Walesa's contribution of lifelong efforts to Poland, which created solidarity and helped stop communism in that country. His passion for his people helped to free them from Soviet leaders and started their independence. Lech Walesa went on to win the Nobel Peace Prize in 1983 for his greatness and generosity towards his country. His dream was for solidarity in this country. We need solidarity in our government to create this commission that I have proposed that will regulate medical expenses. Now, I would like to conduct a vote. If you are in favor of this commission, the establishment that medical profession and drug sales will be regulated, please raise your hand. Thank you. If you are against this commission, please raise your hand. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you.